Everyone, I'm Sean and welcome back to another video. So today we're building a small family ranch in the new world of Chestnut Ridge in The Sims 4. This is actually the first time that I'm building with the horse ranch pack. I've had the pack for a few weeks now and I have played with it, but I I just chose to use the EA builds for the first little while, just while I sort of got to know the pack, and especially in terms of stables for the horses, I wasn't sure how much space they needed. So it was just easier to use EA builds first and then sort of build my own one later. So as I say, this is the first time I'm actually starting to do that. And I really enjoyed it. I have sort of seen the objects, like the build and buy objects, when I've been building other builds. I just hadn't really played around with them properly. So yeah, this was nice. It was a nice little chance just to properly build my first ranch. I sort of kept it small. One, because my last build for this channel was a mansion, and it wasn't supposed to be a mansion. It was supposed to be just a normal size house, and it just got away from me. So it was nice just to go. It was almost completely the other way. And this is a really small ranch because I prioritize space for the horse. So I'm just working out the floor plan at the moment for the upstairs and the downstairs. Um, As I say, it ends up being quite a small little house. It's two bedrooms and a bathroom. I've built the second bedroom to be a nursery, but you could turn that into a child's bedroom. And ideally, this would be for a couple that's thinking of expanding their family, or maybe for a single parent and one child. As I say, you could turn that second bedroom into a child's bedroom. And then there's a stable in the back. Well, there will be a stable in the back for one horse. And then when I play tested this, I actually added in a goat and a sheep, and they seemed perfectly happy. So you could definitely add in a few more animals here if you wanted to. I've sort of kept some of the garden free just for the horse to roam around and the animals to roam around. This is also the first time that I'm building with like a limited number of packs. So this is only base game and horse branch, and I've actually never done that before. I've always just built and then used whatever packs and whatever objects I wanted to. And it's quite nice just to give myself that extra challenge of, making myself only use those two packs. Um, Partly because I end up using the same objects all the time, and so when you can't use those objects, it sort of makes you branch out a little bit more. So I really enjoyed that. And also because I just noticed the other day I was playing with my legacy family, and I really wanted to take them to a nightclub. It's like there's two sisters. I really wanted them to, they've sort of grown up and got their own families, but I wanted them to have like a girls' night out. And I was looking on the gallery for a nightclub, and there were so many amazing ones, but they all used so many different packs, and I don't own all of the packs. I own all the expansion packs, and then a few game packs, stuff packs, kits, etc. Um, but I don't own everything, and so there's quite a few amazing ones that I then couldn't use because I didn't have those packs. So it just sort of reminded me that actually, when I do use all of the packs, that means that not everyone can download things from the gallery. So sort of making myself consciously only use a couple of packs every now and then. Although it's more of a challenge for me, it also means that it's better for people that don't own all of the packs that then download my builds. That was a really long-winded way of saying I'm only using two packs. So at the moment I'm just working on landscaping front. I'm definitely trying to get a bit better with my landscaping. I'm sort of trying to try some different things. I'm also spending some time when I'm not building for the channel, just playing around with different landscaping techniques and room design as well. I sort of feel like I could get better at that too. So just sort of playing around a little bit more, and hopefully, you'll start to see the benefits of that. I'm also really sorry if my voice sounds a bit funny. It keeps getting a little bit croaky, and I'm currently teething with wisdom teeth. So it's not a good day. It's not a good day to be Sean. I also realised that I should start telling you what my name is, because Sian is a Welsh name. It's the Welsh version of Jane, but not everyone knows how to say Sian. So I realised that when I called my channel simmersian, people might be like, "What is that other word? Cian? Cyan? Chian?" I've heard them all, and I will answer to them all. But I realised I should probably tell you what my name actually is. Sean. Like barn with a sh is the best way of describing it to people I've learnt. So at the moment speaking of barns, at the moment I'm building, well, a stable. Um, and I really enjoyed building this. I enjoyed getting to play around with different, uh, like the different fences and wallpapers and that sort of thing. And I wasn't sure how big the stable needed to be to have the horse in it, but it seems like, and I could be wrong, so don't take me as my word as gospel, but it seems like as long as the bed can fit in there, the horse can fit in there. So that's a good thing to know for the future. Um, as long as I say, as long as I'm right. Um, but yes, I'm just sort of furnishing the like garden now. I sort of adding that nice little fire pit area, just because I think that's a really sweet little place for them to hang out. My sim was out there when I was playtesting this. My sim was out there roasting marshmallows. It was really sweet, and the horse was playing with the ball. You'll see it at the end. I put a video in for you. Um, but yes, I just really enjoyed that. And then up here on the sort of porch area, I just wanted them to have a nice little outdoor space. There's a couple of little rocking chairs. I put a little book out here as if they come out here to read. And then a dining table and chairs. They could eat food out here if they wanted to as well. So that's kind of the back garden sort of finished now. I think I put a couple of finishing touches in at the end, but that's pretty much it. And then we're moving just to furnish the inside now. I tried my best to I wasn't properly keeping track of how much this build costs. It costs just under 50,000 simoleons in total. But I didn't want to put anything too expensive in here because they live on a small ranch. The sim that I was playtesting it with was just a single sim. So it didn't make sense to put anything too fancy in here. So they've got a small TV. I eventually put a computer in, but it's like a mid-range computer. It's not like a fancy computer, just because it didn't make sense for them to have really expensive things. That said, I didn't keep an eye on furniture, so like I don't know if the sofas are expensive or the chairs or anything like that. But some of those more obvious items like TVs and stuff, I tried to make a bit more moderate rather than expensive. And paintings, I have no idea how much the paintings are. I just really struggle to find paintings go. There are so many paintings, but some of them like the jazz ones, they go if you're building that kind of house, but unless you're building that kind of house, it's really I personally find it really hard to know where to put those in. Um, so this is kind of like the finishing touches for the living room. So I've put in like a computer area, and sort of furnishing the living room a bit more now. I really like this area. It's just nice and cozy. Um, I think I've learnt that I prefer smaller houses. I prefer smaller houses to play in than bigger houses. I've played in a few mansions and I just lose my Sims all the time, or it takes them so long to get from one side of the house to the other. It's just annoying. So I actually much prefer smaller builds to play in. I've discovered about myself. And then I think we're about to move into the kitchen. Yeah. So again, this is a pretty simple kitchen with a small little dining table. So you could have some people over if you wanted to, but it's a table of for four. But then you have the table for four in the on the porch as well. So you could have more people over if you wanted to. They just can't sit together. Um, and then I added some nectar racks. I didn't actually put in like anything to make nectar here, but I did think if they collected nectar, they've got somewhere to store it now. Um, and I remembered to decorate my ceilings in this build, so that was great because last time I kept forgetting. It's just something new that we haven't had before, so I just forget that I've got it. But in this one, I actually remembered to put them in. And I really like this kitchen area too. I find that I end up making yellow the colour of most of my kitchens, but I just find it goes. There's a nice colour that seems to go with kitchens. Um, I guess not yellow, but more like a beigey. Well, I guess that was yellow. So now we're moving to the upstairs. So again, this is quite small. You end up with a master bedroom. As I said, like I built a nursery and then a bathroom, a small little bathroom. I guess in an ideal world, you would maybe just have this as one one bedroom, and then maybe you'd make the other bedroom a study or something, but everything fit. It was fine. I made it work. So I tried to make this bedroom look as nice as I possibly could without over furnishing it because you really couldn't fit very much in there. But I'm happy with how it turned out. I think it's quite plain and simple, but it has everything you need. It has a bed, it has a dresser, it has a mirror, it's a light. And then I've put a few paintings in. Ends up they ended up being paintings of fruit and vegetables, but maybe they're really into that. I don't know. So that's what I ended up going with. And now furnishing the bathroom. So again, because I could only use base game and horse ranch, I ended up using bathroom items I've never used before and um, wallpapers and flooring that I've never used before. So it really did help making yourself only do 2 packs. It just sort of meant that I had to use things I've never used before. I normally end up doing quite stylish bathrooms with the showers from Discover University or Snowy Escapes. It was quite nice just to do something different and a bit more simple. Uh, and then just finishing off with the nursery. So again, you can see I sort of had to move things around a little bit because it is very small. If you had that as a child's bedroom, you could quite easily put in just a single bed, a bookshelf and some toys, and it'll be plenty of room. So I hope you enjoyed that. We're just sort of finishing off with some last minute touches in the garden, and then I think in the stables as well. You can actually see that some of the daisies are growing through into the stables, which wasn't a mistake, but actually a mistake that I decided to keep because it kind of made sense to me that things would grow into the stables, like through the wood, etc. So I quite liked the effect of that. So I really hope you've enjoyed watching this. You're going to see a video tour in a second, some screenshots, but thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.